Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to JWE Friday Night Eclipse. Tonight we're in Chicago, Illinois, where we're about to close out our Speed Week. Our superstars will have only 5 minutes to put their opponents away. Will the Harmonious Truth continue their revival, or will the Twin Dragons shoot them down? And can the Big Bang Theory bounce back after their disappointing loss at War Games just a few weeks ago? Get ready for a night of exciting, dramatic, and intense action, because this is a Speed Week edition of Eclipse. And here we go, starting off our night. And introducing first, it is the one and only Sir Bones. And his opponent,
from the Machine Age, weighing in at 235 pounds,
it is 9S. Here we go, Bones, 9S, staring each other down. 5 minutes on the clock. And referee rings the bell as they meet in the middle. With 9S immediately beginning with the recoil, going for the pin immediately. There's one, there's two, Bones kicks out. And 9S with the ground and pound. Forcing Bones back up. And a flatliner. Bones getting out of the way of the stomp. Into a scissor kick, stomp to the ankle. And a kick to the jaw. Bones now with a cartwheel Pele kick. Into the cover, there's two, 9S kicks out. And now Bones on the offensive. 9S crawling to the corner. But getting his foot up, turning that around. And now 9S dragging Bones away from the ropes. And now Irish Whip into a knee strike. And now 9S looking for the Kojai clutch. And Bones with the elbows gets himself out. Springboard flying forearm. And now Bones in the corner. Another cartwheel Pele kick into the cover. Only 2 minutes into this match. And 9S kicks out. Bones heading up top. Does he have the distance? Yes, he does, but 9S rolls out of the way. Bones with the ground and pound, just wailing on 9S's nose, forcing him up to his feet, and a side super kick. Bones now middle rope, elbow drop. Low altitude kick into a DDT. And a moonsault. Excuse me, standing shooting star press. Bones forcing 9S up to his feet. Another low altitude kick. Another DDT as we approach 100 seconds. And now 90 seconds remain. Bones forcing 9S up to his feet. Irish whip. Arm drag, cartwheel drop kick. And the pin. There's one, there's two, there's three.
Here is your winner, gentlemen. Boom!
And not a bad way to start off a speed night. Very back and forth action. Very dense. Very good. And now for our first tag team matchup of the evening. Introducing first. They are your former men's tag team champions. It is the luminary of the SARS, Kaita Momota, and his sidekick, Shuichi Saihara. They are the Big Bang Theory. And their opponents. It is Sans and Papyrus, the Skelebros.
At a combined weight of 250 pounds. Too cool!
And here we go, both teams ready. 5 minutes on the clock. Referee rings the bell. And Papyrus immediately beginning with a sunset flip against Shuichi. Sans going after Kaito. There's one, there's two. Shuichi kicks out. And now Sans going for the cover against Kaito. There's one, there's two. Kaito kicks out. Now Kaito with the facebuster against Papyrus, going for the cover. There's two. Papyrus kicks out. Already 30 seconds in, we have more action than a normal tag team match. Shuichi back up to his feet. Single leg dropkick against Papyrus. Setting up a crossroads. And an elbow drop as Kaito sends Sans down with a knee. Shuichi forcing Papyrus back up to his feet. Papyrus with a jawbreaker stunner. Now over the shoulders. Kaito grounding and pounding Sans. Backpack takedown from Papyrus. And Sans tossing Shuichi out to the outside. Again, in these tag team matches, there's no leaving the ring, but there's no rules saying that you can't force your opponent out of the ring. Just that you can't leave on your own volition. Saw that a couple of times, a great effect on Monday. Especially Heroes of Chaos versus Ultimate Brotherhood as Kaito goes for a cover. There's two, and there's three. And that is a great example of just how quickly these speed week matches can end. Especially when you're not paying too close attention. Kaito stealing one underneath, well, everyone's noses. And that's why the Big Bang Theory stand victorious. And for our next matchup, introducing first, representing the Cyber Idols, it is Ibuki Mioda. And her opponent, representing Seas, it is Yukari Takeba. And here we go, both women ready. 5 minutes on the clock. Referee rings the bell, and they immediately start by running towards each other. Ibuki with a head scissor toss. And a downward 12-6 elbow. Kick to the spine, and Ibuki just being shot out of a cannon. Taking Yukari down with a neck breaker. Forcing her back up to her feet. Elbow to the jaw. And now Yukari with a side lock armbar. And Ibuki fights her way out. Spin kick to the stomach. And Yukari with a belly to back suplex. Lining up the soccer ball kick. Forcing Ibuki up, kick to the spine. And now Ibuki with a neck breaker suplex. Waiting for Yukari to get back up to her feet. And now Yukari walking Ibuki to the northeast corner. Pulling her away. Sending her for a run. Turnstile elbow into the pin. There's one, there's two. Ibuki kicks out just before 3. Wrist clutch stomp to the kidney. Pulling back on the arm, knees to the spine. Yukari keeping her blood pumping. And now the running clotheslines. Catching Ibuki's kick, tripping her. We're halfway through this match. Well, time-wise. Yukari with a crossbody. Ibuki rolls out of the way. Now Irish whip into the corner. Ibuki looking to trap. Yukari with a kick, and now bottom rope moonsault. Middle rope moonsault. And a top rope moonsault. Climbing the ladder, looking to take down Yukari. There's one, there's two. Yukari kicks out. 2 minutes remain. 60% of the way through this match. Double leg dropkick in the corner. Ibuki dragging Yukari away. 100 seconds remain as Ibuki wraps Yukari up in an armbar. And now Yukari fights out. 90 seconds remain. Looking for the knee, instead gets kicked. Now Yukari pushing that away. The short shoot kicks to the chest. And a roundhouse kick for good measure. Yukari middle rope crossbody connects. Entering 1 minute territory. 64 seconds remain. Under a minute now, as Yukari wraps up Ibuki in another submission hold, pulling back, trying to make her tap, and releases. We have 45 seconds. Yukari top rope. As we approach 30 seconds now, looking for a dropkick, Ibuki gets out of the way. And now Ibuki locking in a Kojai clutch. Can she get the submission hold? Or can she get the tap out? Yukari elbows out, 20 seconds. And this is looking like a draw, but a very well fought one. 10 seconds remain, well, 12. Now we are at 10 seconds. 5. And yeah, this is going to be a draw, but a very well-fought draw. I'm not disappointed with that. Both women absolutely putting it all on the line. Unfortunately, just not enough. And here we go for our next matchup of the evening. Introducing first, she is the change bringer, Delta.
Is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, Deborah.
And her opponent, it is the Detective Prince. It is Naoto Shirogane. Here we go, both women ready. 5 minutes on the clock. Referee rings bell, and Naoto immediately begins with a spear. And going for the cover, there's 2. Delta kicks out. And Naoto just stomping on the upper arm. Grabbing the wrist, kicking on, or just stomping on the side. And double knees. And Naoto with a kick right to the forehead. Grabbing the wrist, stomping on the spine. And again, wrist clutch, knee strike. Keeping it simple. And now Naoto just dropping Delta onto her knee. And now a knee to the thigh, and again. Naoto rolling Delta onto her stomach. And again, just stomping the legs into the mat. Going for the cover. There's 1, there's 2. Delta kicks out. Delta kicking out. Looking to swing things a little bit. Head scissor, Hurricane Rana takedown, elbow drop as we approach the halfway mark. And now Delta up top, turning around, moonsault. And the cover, there's one, there's two, Naoto kicks out. Delta with a kick to the spine. And now armbar. Just pulling back on the wrist. Naoto elbowing out. We have 2 minutes remain. And now Naoto chicken wing. Delta fights out. And turns that into a stunner. 100 seconds. Turning around, another moonsault. There's one, there's two. Naoto kicks out. Delta sending Naoto tumbling to the outside. 70 seconds remain. And that might have been a blunder from Delta, because Naoto can just kind of chill along the outside now. And recover, because Delta can't head to the outside. "45 seconds. Naoto with the clotheslines. Forcing Delta back up to her feet. Walking her to the corner. Pulling her away with a scoop slam, 25 seconds. And another spear into the cover. 15 seconds, there's one, there's two. Delta kicks out. And we'll save this for a draw. And now for our next tag team matchup. Introducing first. Coming off of a disappointing loss last week, looking to bounce back a little bit. It is Chie Sadanaka and Yukiko Amagi, the Twin Dragons. And their opponents, it is Sayaka Maizono and Kyoko Kirigiri, the Harmonious Truth. And here we go, both teams ready. 5 minutes on the clock. Referee rings the bell. They meet in the middle with Sayaka. Meet at the beginning with a satellite DDT. Chie looking for an enziguri. Missed the first time. Connects on the second. And breaks up the pinfall against Yukiko. Sayaka, a double leg drop kick to the back of Chie. There's a bridging suplex. Referee just trying to find a position where he's not completely in the way. And now Fujiwara armbar from Yukiko. Releases a hold, and now Chie with a backflip against Sayaka. Sayaka gets out of the way with the moonsault. Wrist clutch. Knee strike from Yukiko. That's Sayaka with a lever pull arm breaker against Chie. And now double roll through victory stomp. Sayaka with a dragon screw takedown. Chie with a standing shooting star press against Kyoko. And Chie looking for a DDT, but Sayaka fights out. Chie with a reversal. Sayaka walking Chie over to the corner as Kyoko goes for a bunny buster against Yukiko. Chie turning Sayaka around in the corner. And neither team with a clear advantage. Kyoko tossing Chie to the outside. Chie back in, immediately kicked by Sayaka. There's two. Kyoko with a stomp to the spine. Sayaka just working the arm. And now Kyoko with a backstretch. Chie fights her way out. And Sayaka sending Yukiko to the outside. We have 90 seconds remain. Chie with an elbow in the corner. Yukiko going after Sayaka. Abdominal stretch. Sayaka immediately fights out. Now Chie with a spinning back heel kick attempt against Kyoko, but Kyoko with a reversal. Kyoko going for the pin against Chie. Yukiko breaks it up. We have 30 seconds remaining. And now Kyoko with another bunny buster, this time against Yukiko. Going for the cover. Yep, Chie is immediately going to break it up. We have 20 seconds. Backbreaker from Sayaka, going for the cover. It's now or never. There's two. And we're going to have another draw. And next, introducing first, he is your men's Universal Champion.
Is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring from Japan, weighing in at 268 pounds, the men's undisputed hybrid Universal Champion, Coach Nekomaru.
It is Nekomaru Nidai.
And his opponent from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 225 pounds.
And his opponent, it is the Lone Wolf, Zenkichi Hasegawa. Here go both men ready, 5 minutes on the clock. Like usual, referee rings the bell. And Nekomaru immediately begins with a pop-up powerbomb and the cover. There's one, there's two, Zenkichi kicks out. And Nekomaru just stomping on the face. Tomahawk strike to the top of the head. And now, Nekomaru heading up top. Crossbody. And into the cover. There's one. There's two. Zenkichi kicks out. And Zenkichi with a flying forearm. Referee knocked out. And now Zenkichi tossing Nekomaru to the outside. Climbing out after him. Yes, this is a Falls Count Anywhere match. And now Zenkichi with a kendo stick. Bash to the top of the head. Just to the knee now. Now Zenkichi up over the shoulder. Planted powerbomb. And now grabbing Zenkichi by his hair, sending him down face first. We approach 3 minutes. And now the shovel is out. Nekomaru going for the cover. There's one. There's two. Zenkichi kicks out. And now Zenkichi into the barricade. Nekomaru tossing Zenkichi into the barricade head first, so we're approaching halfway. And now Zenkichi looking for a suplex. Nekomaru slipping out. And now Nekomaru with another pop-up powerbomb, this time along the outside. Looking to put this one away early. There's one, there's two, there's three.
Here is your winner, Coach Nekomaru.
And Nekomaru putting Zenkichi away like a true champion. Barely even breaking a sweat. Part of it is because this is a speed match. You have 5 minutes, but barely. But part of it is also he barely had to put in any effort. And now for a penultimate matchup of the evening. Introducing first. He is your men's Cruiserweight champion. Representing the Phantom Thieves of Heart. It is the Phantom Fox. It is none other than Yusuke Kitagawa.
Representing the Heart Foundation from Tokyo, Japan. Weighing in at 145 pounds, the men's undisputed hybrid cruiserweight champion, the Phantom Fox.
And his opponent. It is the ringleader,
Ohio, weighing in at
Jaren.
155 pounds, Jaren.
Here we go, both men ready. You know the rules. 5 minutes on the clock. Refereeing Isabelli run towards each other. And Yusuke coming out on top with that Kushinda, going for the cover. There's one, there's two. Jaren kicks out. Honestly, I thought that was a 3 count immediately with how hard Jaren ran into that, Yusuke's foot. There's a moonsault. Jaren gets out of the way. And now Jaren with a cradle side slam into the cover. 30 seconds into this match. There's two. Yusuke kicks out. And now stomps to the hand. Jaren trapping the arm, stomping the hand again. Grabbing the leg, smashing the knee. Jaren forcing Yusuke back to his feet. Yusuke immediately elbows out. Walking Jaren to the corner, referee getting in the way, allowing Jaren to elbow out. And now Jaren with a springboard double leg drop kick. Turning Yusuke around. Piggyback position into a belly to back suplex. 3 minutes remain. Jaren with a ground and pound stomp to the stomach. Halfway through this match. Looking for the finisher, spinning heel kick. But Yusuke gets out of the way, tossing Jaren into the corner. Trapping him. Half-hitch knee raises. Choke. Into the double knees to the chest. And Yusuke going for the cover. There's one. Jaren kicks out. Yusuke forcing Jaren up. Walking him to the corner. Actually successful this time, but Jaren elbows out yet again. Yusuke grabbing him from behind. Irish whip. Another Kushinda. But Fox isn't quite done. Jaren rolls out of the way. There's a clothesline. And now Jaren going for the cover. 80 seconds remain. Nearly doesn't matter, but Yusuke kicks out before 3. Springboard kind of connects. 65 seconds remain. Jaren turning Yusuke around. Scoop slam. And now Jaren middle rope. Walking the tightrope. And an alley-oop elbow drop. 45 seconds remain. There's one. There's two. Fox kicks out. And now Jaren lining up the finisher. 30 seconds. Spinning back heel kick. And the cover. Referee in position. There's one. There's two. There's three.
Here is your winner, Jaren!
And the crowd stunned after that upset. Especially with a strong start from Yusuke, but Jaren showing his textbook resiliency. Crowd not too pleased. And now for our main event of the evening.
The following is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making our way to the ring from Valhalla, the 2B.
Introducing first in this Falls Count Anywhere match, it is 2B. And her opponent, coming from the underground,
The unrelenting Urena!
it is the undying one, Undyne. Here we go, both women ready. 5 minutes on the clock. Referee rings the bell. And to be immediately hit with a spinning back heel kick going for the cover. There's one, there's two. Undyne kicks out. And now 2B up top. Looking for a crossbody, a flying crossbody, and hits it. To be forcing Undyne back up to her feet, but Undyne with a dragon screw taking 2B down. And now Undyne lining up a spear in the corner. Going for the cover. There's one, there's two. 2B kicks out. And now Undyne underneath the ring looking for a toy. And it's a baseball bat. And now 2B looking for an equalizer. And it's a spade. Tubi with a clothesline. Stomp to the jaw. Wrist clutch knee. And tossing Undyne back inside the ring about halfway through this match. Tubi turning Undyne around. Undyne just escaping the corner. Irish whip jumping over. And a trip. Both women to the outside. Undyne bringing in a sledgehammer. And just wailing, unloading on 2B. And now the clotheslines. $30 seconds. Or 90 seconds, excuse me. And now a fisherman's hook clutch. Tubi gets out of it, but here comes a fish hook suplex going for the cover. There's one, there's two, and Tubi kicks out. And now 2B with the clotheslines. Single leg drop kick. And now heading to the outside. Grabbing the baseball bat. 45 seconds remain. To be looking for every advantage she can get. 35 seconds remain. Face first into the turnbuckle. To be walking or dragging Undyne away from the ropes. And now, setting up something big here. Spinning back heel kick. And the cover to put this one away. There's 2 and 2B with 5 seconds remaining. Gets the cover.
Here is your winner, the 2B.
And with that, I would like to thank you all for joining us here for another Speed Week. And hope to see you on Monday for Eclipse. Or excuse me, for J-Ramada and Friday for Eclipse. As we set up our next PLE of the year, JWE Jailbreak. But until then, we are signing out from Chicago, Illinois. See ya.